What category is associated with the most movies? So this is kind of flipping the question on its head, right? So we're going to say select c.name count mk.category ID. There's a bunch of things you could have counted. That one's just one that made the most sense to me as count. So we actually don't even have to join the movies here, right? Because we don't actually need the movie names at all. We just need to know how many connections it have, which movie keywords is more than enough to tell us that. So we're going to say from movie keywords mk inner join categories C on c.id equals mk.category ID group by c.name mk category ID. Order by, again, count will never be null, so we don't have to worry about nulls last or anything like that. Doesn't hurt to put it here. Probably incurs a little bit of extra work on Postgres's part, but doesn't actually really matter. Limit 10 or something like that. All right, so let's take a look and see if we get back. And you get some, I think most of these are German, because most of the keywords I checked were either in English or in German. Unsurprising, falling in love is associated with basically every movie ever.
It's on the list twice.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I would bet you it's because they're in different languages. So you could put like a where in here. I think this would go here, where, and I gotta remember categories has a relationship. Oh, not, sorry, not D. Categories. Name, root ID, parent ID. So you might have to like describe movie keywords. Okay. One of these tables you can eventually join to that will tell you what language something is in, right? And then you can limit it down to like English. And I started writing that query and it took like a couple more hops. I was like, I don't want to make people write this because I don't want to write it. And so we stopped here. So for now, it's sufficient to say that we have a bunch of German keywords in here and that's fine. But all those father-son relationship movies are just great. Or killer movies. That's a lot of killer movies. Okay, any questions about this query?
No, but I will say that I messed up at first because I didn't put the group by on the MK category ID, and that put falling in love together.
See, this is a reason why you'd want to do that.
So, pitfall.
But let's try it.
The first keyword on that list means assassination or murder.
Nice.
So there's more killing movies.
More killing. Nice. Except not nice. That's because I have where in here. There we go. But that's why it's useful to group by, because you can see here falling in love obviously jumps way up here because you probably have a bunch of movies that have falling in love English, falling in love French or something like that, or falling in love German. It's probably German if we're being honest. And it's combining those into one, which makes falling in love look like there's a lot more of it, right? But it's probably double counting a bunch of those connections. That's a guess, by the way. I don't actually know. But there's ways you could write that query to exclude it where it's pointing to the same movie as well. What'd you think? How was this? Was this a useful exercise? Stretch your brain a little bit to figure out how to write some queries? This is honestly my favorite part about writing queries is like having a question and then using SQL to solve it. That feedback cycle is like the most fun part most fun part about data for me personally.